Hey guys, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, of course I want you to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Make sure to share the video on all your social media networks and thumbs up. Definitely if you like what you see. Welcome back and Happy New Year's, everybody. It is officially 2016, so I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera in 2016. What an awesome blessing, right? Yeah, so I've been like really excited to get back in front of you guys and just kind of chat it up just a little bit. I hope everybody's New Year's and Christmas went well. So yeah. Yeah, mine went well too. I mostly stayed inside the house for the New Year's. I didn't really go anywhere. I hung out with my family, so we had a great dinner and we just watched like all the little New Year's shows. But it was fun though. It really was just a beautiful time just to be around love and sharing and all that gushy stuff. Yeah, so it was wonderful. It was just really relaxing, which is what I like anyway. So. Okay, so let's just get into this video. So, this is all about Get Focused 2016. So, that is my topic for today. Just some ideas I had for us. I know this is the time of New Year's resolution. So, everybody's like already, if you haven't already made your New Year's resolution list, we're in the 6th day of the new year. So, if you haven't already made the list, you're probably working on it and you're hard at it, right? Okay, so a lot of people, maybe fall off within the first month or so of the New Year's resolutions. Unfortunately, especially with like weight loss, I know it's really hard. Some people can keep it up, other people can't with this resolution, whether it be weight loss or whatever it is, being a better you in general, which are all great resolutions, but I know sometimes it can be really, really hard. I think the key to resolutions are, I think people should focus more on just being a better person every day, as opposed to like just planning for this big moment, when the ball drops and a new year is upon us, and then you like all of a sudden you have this whole list of things you're going to do, and it's like there's this build up there, this build of excitement, there's this climactic point there, and you reach it, and the new year's upon you is here, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready, and then you hit the ground running, and then all of a sudden that steam runs out, because it's like, it's because there was that build up, and then after the climax, it's like, whew, back to the relaxation mode, everything returns to normal, as opposed to it being a thing of like little bitty chunks every day over the whole entire year. So for me, I didn't really set a resolution list, never necessarily. I've been kind of working on myself the whole year of 2015. I'm just kind of getting myself in preparation mode and ready for whatever blessings are coming my way. So I've just been ready, just getting amped up, getting pumped up, just in general, the whole year of 2015, as opposed to like just waiting to the very end and like making this list and, all these lofty goals that you want to do. And then also with that, a lot of people don't really have preparation planning. They don't really make any plans, as far as like how they're going to make the goals come to pass. They just make a list of goals and they look up and there's another new year coming and they realize, hey, half the things on this list are not completed. Some are started, some are, like false starts, and some are fails, and yeah. So I just want to just give a little bit of encouragement here. Okay, so make this year just a focus on you, especially my ladies. Okay, and I know our biggest goal is like finding, for a lot of women, if you're not already married, your biggest goal, for a lot of us is finding our better half. So we're getting married. And a lot of times we have a sort of a go-getter type of attitude about getting our husbands. So we want to be super proactive, but this is really not necessary. And I'll talk about it like in previous videos extensively about it's not really necessary all the time for us to kind of go out there and feel like we have to be so proactive about like, I'm going to get me a man. I'm a family man. I was just looking at this lady the other day on the Steve Harvey show, and she was like, yeah, tired of being single. With 2016, I'm going to go out there and get him. And he had Eric Thomas on there. Eric Thomas is like like a motivational speaker, and he's a minister as well. He's also an author. And so they both were telling her, like, you don't have to do that. You should just mostly take time in just preparation and preparing yourself to be the wife for that husband. And then, at the right time, then of course you guys are naturally going to, like, you'll attract that person. And that's what I'm basically saying here. It's kind of like a magnet, like, just naturally, it's like, that's kind of how it's going to be, for when you and your Adam, your Boaz, whatever you want to call them, whatever synonym, nickname you want to call them, you guys are just naturally going to just come to each other. For a lot of women, we still have that issue of, like, we feel like we're sitting on our hands, right? We're like, no, I can be so much more proactive. I can be getting out here, because we go get everything. We go get jobs, we go get careers, we go get kids from daycare. We go get, if we have our kids, we have kids, I don't have kids yet, but we go get everything else. So we feel like, well, why can't I go get my man, right? And really, that's where what I've been saying in my other videos about letting God, like, find your spouse for you, let God bring your spouse to you. That's what I meant, like, about just not being the go-getter that you usually are for everything else. You can just kind of take a seat back and just kind of relax, and mostly just go get prepared. That's what you can be a go-getter on, is being proactive in your preparation to be the roof to your Boaz, because that takes a lot of preparation. A lot of times, the same energy you're going to put into, like, going out here searching and everything, you can put that same amount of energy into just preparing for him, and not only preparing for him to be a wife and, to be a mom if you're not already a mom, but just being a better you for yourself, and getting into your purpose. Like, I'm so purpose driven, that's just me. I've become that way. I think I kind of always was, like, even when I was out kind of in the world before I got renewed in my born again in my walk with Christ. I kind of always was purpose driven anyway. This is how I am. That's who I am. That's the root of who I am. But now even more so. So I'm all about us being purposefully passionate. So let's strive this year to allow God to guide us to our true purposes. So I just want to see us being a little bit more proactive in that, and taking time for ourselves. That it starts first with that, just us taking time for ourselves. Some of us, we may have issues with that, with work schedules and things like that. So always remember to put you first, or just doing stuff for other people. Sometimes you may forget about yourself, so don't forget about yourself, because I always manage to do that, like take some time for myself. But occasionally with family and work life and friends and stuff, sometimes that will get in the way, and you may kind of put yourself to the side. But right now in your single seasons is also a great time for you to have, like, the most time ever. Even when you get married, you still have to, like, make time for yourself, like, just regardless. Always kind of. And that's another thing I'm thinking about in my preparation season now. I'm like, when I get married, am I still going to be able to have this time to come and meditate and pray and talk to God, and do my Bible study, and just do stuff that I want to do, like, just, of course, you have to spend more time with your husband and your kids at that time, but are you still going to be able to take that time for yourself? And I think so. So I'm kind of already kind of plotting out, now I'm kind of thinking about how might this be? How am I going to do this? So, something I do that I think you guys can try if you don't already do it, is setting smaller weekly goals that lead to your ultimate larger goals. So I do this all the time, and it's amazing to me how I watch myself kind of check off each thing that I've done. So it could be, like, really simple stuff, like day-to-day tasks you need to do, like washing my clothes. I need to clean my room. I need to go out to the grocery store. I need to help mom do this. Oh, I want to work on my website today. I want to make some business cards. I need to, call some investors. I need to, whatever it is, like, whatever it is, you should kind of make these smaller weekly goals, because it's less, intimidating for you. as far as reaching the larger, this really, really huge goal. Because sometimes your goals can be like scary or things you really want to do. They just seem so daunting. So when you make those smaller goals and you kind of check things off week by week, you will see over time things are getting done so much faster. You kind of breaking down your dreams. You're breaking down your goals and things you want to do. And you're seeing, the progress that's being made in your life as far as your purpose is concerned, your dreams. You're like, wow, I'm getting a lot done. Like I never thought, like I got a lot done in 2015. I'm telling you, as far as like the boutique I just opened and everything. You guys, if you have not checked out my online boutique, yes, I'm doing a little free plug here. Check out the boutique. I'll probably drop it somewhere in here in the more info. You see it in the annotation box. But it is lrboutique.storenvy.com. So definitely check that out. But yeah, just put in a lot of work into that. So I would, plan little weekly goals. I work a little bit on that, maybe on a Monday. I write a little on my story. I journal. Just little bitty things. And maybe I do a little cleaning up around the house. I do this, just yeah, just anything. I always make time for my prayer and meditation. And then I have some days also where I call like my personal Sabbath day, and that's the day where you don't work or anything, you just rest. You're not supposed to work on the Sabbath day. I just have that day to myself. I just kind of rest and relax. And usually the way my job is set up now, my current day job, I usually work 4 days on, I'm off 3 days. So one of those days, I rest and I don't really do a lot of work. I don't do any work at all. So I may not come on here. I may not do anything. I may not work on my store. I may not do nothing. I just may just relax. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. I may take a nap, or my mom wants to go out shopping. She wants to go somewhere. I'll go with her. And I just, if I spend some time with my brother, and hey, I just kind of chill out. The only thing I'll do that day is like prayer and meditation, spend my time with God as usual. Hey, I'm always going to spend time with him, But other than that, I just chill and I just kind of relax, So, yeah, and then my other 2 days will be dedicated to me, you know, working and pursuing my passion, working on my passion. So that's what I want you guys to try to do, is try to just work on setting smaller weekly goals and kind of see how that works for you, and just make this year a year of focus. So we call it Focus 2016. We're all about focusing on ourselves, focusing on our purpose, and a little bit less on like, for those of us who are waiting for the husband still, kind of less on that. I know it's hard. I know. But like, just try not to, because a lot of times, like what I've noticed lately, I don't know if I mentioned in the other video, but a lot of times when you are less focused on like looking at every guy when you go out, you peeping and you kind of, as you rolling by, you will see who's looking at you. So when you're not so busy looking, you'll see who's looking. Okay, like seriously, like I've noticed guys like kind of peep me out, and they may not be guys that you desire necessarily. You may not really want to, date them or whatever necessarily, but it's just the fact that you're getting that attention. That's the thing. So I've kind of noticed that lately, like more men kind of just looking at me, and I'm like, I'll just turn around. I'm kind of in my own zone, and I'm like, oh, okay, or more men like, hey, like speaking to you, you like, hello, okay, how are you? Keep it moving, thank you. Thank you. Have a good one. So, hey, but anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now. I will be back soon, probably either the end of this week or next week. You guys will see me, not on my Sabbath day, though. Okay? But you guys will see me soon. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to share. Make sure to thumbs up. And make sure you visit the Lisa Renee Boutique. Yes, honey, okay? And let me know you visit. Don't be visiting and not saying nothing. Like, make sure you say something. Let me know. Okay. All right. Well, until then, you guys have a very blessed evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.